To use the QE function in Google Sheets, you type equals, QE, open parentheses, select your data range, type a comma, then enter your query statement inside double quotation marks, type another comma, enter the number of header rows your table has, and close the parentheses. For example, if your data is in cells A1 through F100 with the first row being headers, your formula would look like this: QE, A1 F100, select asterisk 1. That asterisk inside the quotes means select all columns, and the number 1 tells Sheets that row 1 contains your column labels. Press enter, and in just a few seconds the full table appears right where you typed the formula. That is the quickest way to see the QE function work. If that was all you needed, you already have the core working solution. But stick around, because the real power of QE is in what you can do with those few words inside the quotation marks. You can filter, sort, select only specific columns, group records, and even calculate totals, all within that single formula. And because the results update automatically when you change your source data, you can build reports that never go stale. Let's start with the basics of what the QE function actually does. Think of it as a translator between you and your spreadsheet. You write instructions in a simple language called Google Visualization API Query Language, which is very similar to SQL, and the function goes out, retrieves exactly the data you ask for, and displays it in a new location. This is different from the built-in filter tool, which hides rows in place, or the filter function, which returns an array but doesn't let you reorder columns or group data easily. With QE, you get all those abilities combined. Before you dive into writing queries, take a moment to prepare your spreadsheet. Make sure you have a clean table with column headers in the first row. For example, columns might be labeled Order ID, Customer Name, Product, Department, Amount, and Status. Having consistent headers is critical because you will reference them by their column letter, like A or B, inside your query statement. If your headers have spaces, you can still work with them by enclosing them in backticks inside the quotation marks. But starting with simple single-word headers makes the learning process much smoother. Now, let's build a query that actually does something useful. Instead of selecting everything with an asterisk, you can specify which columns you want. If your table has columns A through F and you only need the product name and the amount, you write =QEV A1 F100, select CE1. Column C is the product name and column E is the amount. This immediately gives you a 2-column table with just the data you care about, making it easier to focus on what matters for a particular report. The next step is filtering. The where clause lets you set conditions. For instance, if you only want to see orders where the status in column F says complete, you would write $QToBy A1 F100, select CE where F =complete 1. Notice the single quotes around the word complete. In QToBy, text values must be wrapped in single quotes. Numbers, on the other hand, you write without any quotes. So if you wanted to filter for amounts greater than 500 in column E, you would write where E 500. Combining conditions is also possible. If you want completed orders over $500, you connect them with AND, where F =complete, and E 500. A common beginner mistake is forgetting to close the single quotes around text values or using double quotes inside the query statement instead of single quotes. Always use single quotes for text conditions inside the double quoted query string. Sorting is another powerful feature. The order by clause arranges your results. If you want completed orders sorted by amount from highest to lowest, you would write $QE A1 F100, select CE where F =complete order by eDesk 1. The word desk means descending and ask is ascending, which is the default if you leave it off. You can sort by multiple columns too, by separating them with commas, like order by eDesk, see ask. Where QE truly shines is in data summarization. The group by clause lets you collapse records and apply aggregation functions like sum, count, AVG, max, and min. Let's say you want to see total sales per department. Your source table has a department column in column D and an amount column in column E. The formula would look like $QE A1 F100, select D sum E where F =complete group by D label sum E. Total sales 1. The label clause here is optional but extremely helpful. It renames the automatically generated header sum E to something readable like total sales. Without the label clause, the result column will just say sum E, which is not very user-friendly. Grouping also requires that every column in your select statement either be a grouping column or an aggregation. If you try to select a column that is not grouped and not aggregated, the function will return an error. One of the most practical uses of QE is building dynamic dashboards. Because the formula recalculates every time you change the source data, you can create a report that updates automatically. Imagine you manage an inventory list, and every day someone adds new rows to the source sheet. Your QE formula in the dashboard sheet will immediately include those new rows, as long as they fall within the range you defined. Just be sure your range is large enough to accommodate future data. Instead of specifying A1F100, you can use an open-ended range like A1F. This tells the function to look at everything from row 1 to the last row that has data in column F. That way you never have to adjust the range manually as your dataset grows. Another tip is to always double-check your header row argument. If your table has one header row, use 1. If for some reason your data has no headers, use 0. Using the wrong number can cause your column references inside the query to shift, leading to wrong results. When you use 0, the function treats the first row as data and refers to columns as col1, col2, etc., rather than A, B, C. That approach works, but is less intuitive, so it is better to always include a header row. Let's walk through a quick test scenario. Suppose you have a customer orders sheet and you want to see a summary of how many orders each region has, for completed orders only, sorted by order count. Your formula might be =quity A1F, select D, count A where F =complete, group by D, order by count A, desk label count A, order count 1. After you press enter, you get a clear 2-column table, region names in one column and the number of completed orders in the other, neatly sorted. If you later add another completed order for a region that wasn't listed before, that region will appear automatically in the summary. Now, a word about formatting. Quity returns plain text and numbers, but you can still apply formatting to the results. Highlight the returned data, bold the header row, resize the columns so the text fits, and even add borders if you want a cleaner look. This formatting stays even when the data updates, as long as you format the range of the results, not the source table. Just be aware that the header row in your query results is generated by the formula, so if you apply a filter manually to that output, it will interfere with the formula. Keep the output table free from manual filters. One common edge case: if your source data contains blank rows within the range, QEEV may return a row of empty cells. To avoid that, you can add a condition to exclude blanks, for example, where A is not null. This ensures that only rows with data in the first column appear in your results. And to wrap up, you now have the complete toolset to write QE formulas that select, filter, sort, group, and summarize your data. Start simple, choose your data, write a select statement, then add a filter, then try sorting, and finally experiment with grouping. Each time, check that your column letters match your table and that text values are in single quotes. The QE function will replace many manual tasks and make your reports more flexible and reliable. When you need a quick refresher, come back to this video or save your working formulas as templates. Keep exploring and you will find that QE is one of the most rewarding functions in Google Sheets. Happy querying!